Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. It's 2024, it's the Western New Year. Yeah, I don't know about you, but though I do feel like a disconnection from the Western New Year, I also feel like whatever collective shifts I'm willing to at least like reflect. And obviously for me it's been not obviously, but it's been a period of rest for me. Lots of introspection, lots of reflection naturally as like one chapter or season kind of closes. Out here in Aotearoa we have just gone past the summer solstice as well. The weather has been, it's been quite buzzy, like in Tāmaki. Lots of rain, but like lots of sun at the same time. So if you're these ways, you know what I'm talking about. And it's kind of been nice to get a mix of both. Yeah, I would say I'm grateful for the rain, I'm grateful for the sun. And yeah, and it's been warm, so that's been nice. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit real briefly about the intention for this space going into this next season, going into 2024. It really does just remain the same, but we definitely want to continue to focus or facilitate shared space as well. So you can look forward to some shared space, some workshops in the near future. I also really would like to, I'll probably be speaking a bit more on our services just as time goes up on here as well, and what we're offering, and really trying to explain some of those things. I would love to talk a little bit more about our libation offering, talk about a bit more about what libation is on here as well, because anyone can do it. It's a form of prayer, which I won't get into, but a form of water prayer. But we do offer that as a service as well. And yeah, I'm feeling in my spirit to speak a bit more on that, because it's so powerful, and it's something that I do not every day, but every other day. And I'm trying to do more of. So yeah, we're gonna pull some tarot, I guess, and see what's up. I think we're bringing our Nyame email channelings, like our email subscriptions, back this month. I'm gonna try to keep, I took a little break, I took a couple months break because I was just doing so much and I just needed to like relax a little and pull back. But this year, or I felt one coming through this month, so there's definitely going to be one this month. So if you'd like to sign up for that, I can't remember how much the offering is, but I'll put that in the description. That's just a monthly email subscription. Yeah, and we're gonna try and keep going. But if we're taking breaks, we'll let you know. That is how we work. It's quite fluid, so we try to honor the different seasons. Sorry, just looking outside, it's super windy now, which is kind of nice though. I also want to say, if you're like a bit unsure of what your, sorry, I was just eating something. If you're a bit unsure of what your intention is in this new season, or just wherever you're at, doesn't even have to be in regards to like the new year, because I feel like some people won't align with that, and that's perfectly fine. So yeah, if you're struggling with your intention or what you're desiring to move towards, like identifying that could be in any way, any area of your life. I really encourage asking your ancestors, your benevolent ancestors, those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace only. You know, calling on them and calling on source to guide you, because it's okay not to know, and you can always seek for guidance or just ask. Sometimes, yeah, I'm feeling to remind people that, and I feel like I've been reminded over the last few months as well, like, if you don't know, just ask us, and reminding us that it's a relationship. You know, if you don't go and ask your friend for help, they're not going to know. Though our ancestors do, it still kind of works like that dynamic of like a natural friendship or intimacy. So just because they know us doesn't mean that they're going to intrude. You know, your friend could know something's up with you, but just wants to wait for you to come to them. So it's the same kind of, yeah, thing I'm getting in my mind to remind us of, and I've definitely been reminded of that, and that's really been helping me personally when I'm like, I don't know what move to make. So yeah, do we go straight to tarot? Actually, I'm seeing, how usual, the Osset cards. At this time, affirmations just we have for us to collective at this time. Anpu and Min wanted to come out. Anpu is the jackal. Oh, I should just show you. The jackal dog. So Anpu wanted to come out, and who else wanted to come out? Oh, I don't even know now. But Anpu is strong protective energy, and yeah, a reminder, like going into the unknown. So collectively, we might be going into a space, and that kind of resonates with the state of the world and even the earth. I would say right now, there's definitely like a new period in so many different ways, and I would say lots of like unknowns in terms of which way things could go. But that card speaks on knowing that we're protected, calling on protection if we're feeling alone, if we're feeling lost, if we're feeling, I'm also hearing cold. So some of us might not be feeling so supported or held as much as we want to as well. Yeah, and I'm hearing it's important for us not to be afraid of the unknown. Even the potential of like things going wrong or the things that we fear. And I'm not even seeing this just in regards to our personal lives, but also collectively. You know, there could be things that we fear happening in society, but I'm also hearing that source is reminding us not to be afraid of those things. We all knew, our souls and spirits all knew we were going to be here at this time as well. So I'm hearing source reminding some of us to put ourselves back into our power if we're letting fear things freak us out. Like, especially if you're in a place of privilege right now, you're not like directly affected by something and you're seeing it secondhand. Put yourself back in your place of power. So yeah, okay, let's pull. Oh cool, we have number 25, Nile River, flow of abundance. This talks on like how the Nile River would like flood and bring destruction and then go back down. So it's a reminder of, you know, that destruction and also sorrow as well with the water, emotions that are overwhelming, situations that are overwhelming as well. So personally, collectively, you know, I feel like this it's just a reminder, I'd say, that seasons change. I'm also hearing like that, you know, the element, this is going to go over some people's heads, that's okay. You know, the water, the element water. And I'm reminded of something I wrote a while ago, and it's about like the two, I think I was speaking on the two sides of, or the different sides of water, you know. Water can drown you, and can be such a force. Like how many people go through the water, or, you know, have accidents in the water and the water just takes them, you know. And then there's floods, there's different natural, like happenings that take place in regards to water. But then there's like the beautiful things as well, like the rain that we need to sustain us, what we eat, clean ourselves, refresh the other bodies of water, you know what I'm saying? So I guess there's like positives and negatives when it comes to everything, but when it comes to water, there's the different sides of water, and I'm hearing that source wants us to embrace all those sides, also in alignment with our emotions too. Like our emotions and stuff can get overwhelming, grief can get overwhelming and all of that, but a reminder for us to appreciate the other things as well, like joy and yeah, there's maybe a bit of a harmony that needs to come through. Cute. And there's Syrian star blessings on the base of the deck, so that's kind of just a reminder that our ancestors are protecting us and bringing forth this abundance as well. And I love Sirius. That's my that's where I whakapapa back to. My Akan or Ghanaian star system is connected to Sirius, so that's cool. Interesting. There's Nua and there's Nephthys underneath. So so our ancestors also collectively are wanting to come through as well, and give us healing. This is, Nephthys card is a reminder that like there are some things that we really need to heal. And I'm hearing like collectively there are things that our souls are, our collective souls are healing. And there's definitely something here with like with astrology, the moon, like Maramataka as well. So moon cycles that you follow might be quite significant to your healing and to our healing collectively. And full moons, I would say, but definitely just like what's happening within the stars and the skies in general is quite significant. Oh yeah, and then there's Anpu again. Cool. And then cosmic justice. I feel like even though like we may not know what justice may look like, I want to say even in this lifetime, like some of us might be struggling with that concept, because that's what I'm getting. Definitely been reflecting a lot on like peace and what that looks like for me, what that looks like collectively, community, society, like what I would want that to look like, or what that would ideally look like if I could imagine it. And those are like some big thoughts as well, but I think that because of everything that's happening, these are things that we need to be thinking about. And it does look like collectively it's going to take some time for a lot of things to heal within community, or it's going to take some time, and there's something here to do with the planets. But as we're going into the unknown, going into the things that we're creating personally, and our families, our friendships, our commitments and stuff, I feel like Source is working with us to keep a light heart through like a lot of the heaviness. So again, encouragement to work with like if you haven't been, so for example, if you haven't been paying attention to the moon phases for a bit, maybe this is a good time to set intention to do that as you're going into the new year. Be a little bit more aware of what's going up around around us, and like yeah, astrology, stars, moon, and even sun. So like yeah, like what season we're in. Cool, let's pull some tarot. Gosh, that was really hard for me to explain without like sounding too weird. I'm trying to like make it so people understand what I'm saying a little bit more, because I mean the messages are for who they're for, but I would like them to be like for those that have a little less experience or newer to the ancestral journey, to kind of get something out of what I'm saying, even if it's like a lot, if that makes sense. Try not to sound too alien out here. Okay. What guidance information do you have for us, the collective? Oh, also, I have a question, if anyone is willing to answer this for me. You know how I used to do the affirmations and like the herbs or like plant companions at the end of the video, like they would pop up in writing? I don't know if that's helpful for anyone, because I kind of stopped doing it because I thought that people were more just listening to my voice, if that makes sense. But if it was helpful for you, please let me know so I can keep doing it. But if not, I guess I just didn't want to waste time. So but feel free to comment that down below. Also, our online store, House of Afi, where we sell spiritual adornments and candles, and so like waist beads and anklets, like beaded jewelry for spiritual purposes, and oils, herbal oil, potions and balms as well, is reopening on Monday, so everything will be back to normal. And if you're keen on any of that, link is, I might pop it on the screen if you got it, or in the description as usual. Guidance information, your cause and what you have for us, the collective. At this time, your cause and what guidance information you have for us, the collective at this time. 10 of Pentacles. It kind of came out on its side, and there's 9 of Wands. So I am seeing like there's something that's like not complete collectively, which made sense with the planets that we got before. So like there's still a cycle that's kind of completing itself, which is interesting because this is supposed to be a new year. But anyway, there are still some things that are coming to turn, I want to say, and I feel like Source and our ancestors are helping us like work within our ancestral inheritance. If you're unsure of what that is, ancestral inheritance is literally what you've inherited from your ancestors, the positive, the negative, and all the in-between things. Your ancestral inheritance is also like what you're building, your destiny or purpose, or what you just desire to achieve in life, that comes from the past essentially, and has been passed down to you spiritually. Yeah, so there's some work to do. Some of us might be struggling. Guidance information, like I'll just pull some more cards actually. What guidance affirmations you have for us, the collective, at this time? 7 of Swords, the Hanged Man, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the Hanged Man, 2 of Cups. Some of us might be in a process of healing relationship. This can also just be relationship with self. So there might be something that like Seven of Swords for me is always in this deck like my failed attempt. So like maybe like could have made a mistake in the past, something didn't work out. This can also obviously just be about like deceit, betrayal, lies or something. So I'm seeing this as like maybe there are things that could have potentially stopped us from our inheritance or blocking us from our inheritance or the fullness of it. This doesn't have to be for everyone. Sorry, I'm just saying something. I'm like, I'm also seeing these are quite specific messages. So please, if it's like not for you, don't take it, or if it doesn't resonate with you or like sit, yeah, just let it go. But I am seeing, okay, that there also could be, I'm seeing, and this is something ancestral. So there might also be like some sort of like sacrifice that needs to be made. Some of us might also need to give offering, quite literally give some sort of like food, or if you're practicing like Ifa devotee or some other type of spiritual practice like hoodoo, or you know, something that requires a physical offering, so whether that's food or whether that's blood sacrifice, you know, it looks like that's kind of needed for something that's happened in the past. This like failed attempt also could have potentially been some kind of disturbance from something out, from an outside, from an external force. But it looks like whatever sacrifices are being made now, and whatever sacrifice we might need to make, sacrifices we might need to make, are really drawing us into some intimacy and some healing. 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups is really nice. I do think some of us need to be careful with the energies that are around us, and I feel like that could sit in so many different ways. There might be something that some of us are inheriting, and this could be like physical, or it might not even be a physical thing. It could be just emotional fulfillment and wealth, you know, and it could be a time for us to be a little bit mindful of, I want to say those that are seeing that, but I'm also seeing for protection, make your offerings, make your do the sacrifices, do what you need to do. So there's that scenario, and then there's also the scenario of if you've done something and it hasn't worked out in regards to generating this ancestral inheritance or sustaining it, give your offering or sacrifice the things that you need to sacrifice in your day-to-day as well. Like it could be habits, it could be thoughts, especially with 5 of Swords at the base of the deck, 2 of Swords as well, and then 3 of Pentacles. So it could also be just like, yeah, thought processes that need to change. Some of us might need to like bring our ideas together with other people, or especially with that 3 of Pentacles, that collaboration could be something that's stopping us from collaborating with others or working with others. Yeah, I just heard like watch your mouth, so I don't know who that's for, but watch your mouth if you need to watch your mouth. It's not really the time to be like talking negatively about self and about others. So if that's a sacrifice that we're needing to make, then just to generate that wealth and like a little bit more intimacy with others and self and healing, even in community, some of us might be talking shit or like gossiping a little bit. So just be mindful about that. Or there could be other people doing that. I guess you'll know which is which. But yeah, protection's needed too, fam. And sometimes protecting our mouths, yeah, sometimes protecting ourselves is like for us to be doing the mahi, not other people. So what are you thinking? Yeah, I guess the questions are, what are we thinking? What are we speaking about ourselves, about others? That could be like blocking us. What sacrifices do we need to make just in our day-to-day, our routines? This could even be in regards to like our money as well. But there's a lot of emotional healing coming up. Important for us to be like spending time together, and also staying hydrated too looks like one thing. Lots of cups, lots of emotional satisfaction and fulfillment to be experienced if we allow it with others, with self, and from spirit. Okay, let's pull a few more. Collectively, I'm hearing collectively, what do we have to look forward to this year? What do we have to look forward to as a collective this year? No, what do we have to look forward to as a collective this year? Cool. 8 of Wands and 9 of Wands. That's like a quick independence. A lot of the things that we've been working towards, it's referring me back to the 9 of Wands that we pulled earlier, like the hard work and kind of the struggle, but us seeing the physical implications, or the physical, seeing the physical thing, seeing the physical thing of our passions, the fruit maybe. Some of us might be working quite quickly, so there might be quite a lot to do as well when it comes to this. Like lots of communication too. When we have death here, unpu again. So I guess that there's a lot of, so maybe from these old energies that we're working through in the sacrifice, the pause as well with the Hanged Man, that's also about like having that state of reflection. So as I was kind of sharing about myself before, I've had a lot of time to rest and reflect. And so maybe some of us also need that, and that's going to be quite beneficial when it comes to our transformation. Yeah, it's like the Tower and the Fool. So there's quite quick energies here, like things are changing quickly. So we can look forward to that. Lots of quick shifts in what we're building and what we're divinely guided to build within ourselves and continue to nurture. And this person here, like with their like open hands, if you can see them, it's like there's lots to receive this year. A very fruitful year, I'm actually seeing. What other things do we... What do we need to collectively be prepared for this year? Knight of Wands. So I guess we're needing to be prepared to explore. Knight of Wands is like a lot about our creativity. It's very like young fire sign energy. So someone that's like passionate, got a lot of energy, is kind of, I want to say all over the place, but not in a bad way or not in a negative way, like just like from one thing to the other. So some of us might really be exploring the things that we are passionate about. Some of us might be experiencing more energy. But this is cool. This is like quite positive, I want to say. So things will be, it's going to be quite a fruitful year, and the things that we have been nurturing are really going to grow quickly. I'm also hearing that there could be things that we're nurturing that aren't so positive, and so to be mindful of what we're nurturing, because that's going to grow quite quickly as well. But I guess there's encouragement here for us to really, be in this explorative energy. I'm hearing like pursuit, so really focusing on the things that we want to pursue and entering into that exploration in our passions. So maybe that's a question to ask ourselves, or refreshes. What are our passions? What do we want to explore this year when it comes to like our independence, interdependence, what we want to grow and nurture? And also, like, how can we work towards that quickly as well? Because these are quite quick energies. So yeah, loves, I will leave that there. I hope that that has helped bring forth some like guidance. And yeah, I'll be back on here soon, sending you all heaps of love, and Happy New Year.